Everyone. Today I'm going to be going over a very short argument from C.S. Lewis's book Mere Christianity, which is called The Argument from Desire. It's a short, very basic argument which is trying to demonstrate not only the existence of God, but perhaps the existence of an afterlife, so to speak, like a heaven. And basically this argument, obviously not conclusive, but is enough to use as a cooperation of details throughout other philosophical work that we see within Christian theism. So, without further ado, let me just show you what this argument is basically trying to tell us. In its most concise form in Mere Christianity, the argument from desire can be summed up in Lewis's quote, in which he states, quote, if I find myself desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world. End quote. He is specifically referring to things here in this chapter about things that humans or just creatures in general have desires for. And the only reason that these creatures have desires for is because these desires have satisfaction for these desires. So we can satisfy our desires only because satisfaction for the desires exist. So basically C.S. Lewis again puts it in a way like this. He says that human babies will want food. They desire food. And the only reason we desire food is because food exists. Fish desire to swim because water exists. And men desire sex because fortunately sex exists. So this is his basic argument that he's trying to outline here and trying to describe to us here. So it's quite an interesting one, very different from some of the philosophical ones that I have shown on this channel. Obviously C.S. Lewis is not giving a syllogism here, but we could set it up perhaps this way. So we could set it up in a way like this. Premise 1. Since all natural desires are desires for an object that satisfies them, which is joy, joy is a desire for some object. Premise 2. Joy is not a desire for any finite object, since no finite object satisfies it. Since all desires have existence that satisfy them, joy, too, has an existence which satisfies it. Therefore, combined with 2, an infinite object exists. So, to look at it like this, we could simply just say the reason why human beings desire heaven is because heaven may truly and actually exist. The reason that human beings desire and seek a God is because God probably exists. Now, obviously, this argument is not going to get us all the way to belief in Christian theism, because obviously there's tons of religions in the world. Many people believe many different things. So this argument doesn't even get our foot into the door of what we call Christianity, or Islam, or Judaism, or any kind of Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons. It's not trying or attempting to do any of that. This is just an argument to give, like I said earlier, a corroboration of details that people may already believe in. So that's all that we would even attempt to use this argument as. We wouldn't need or try to go any deeper or further than that, because that's not what this argument is even attempting to do. So this argument alone is only trying to show you that. Now many object and say, well, perhaps we can desire things that don't exist. But it's difficult to think of these things, I feel like. But perhaps if you can think of something, then let me know in the comments below. A more common objection I hear is people say, well, people desire evil things. And it's like, well, that's exactly the point. Evil things do exist. Like, some people may require, murdering someone, or some people may desire some kind of weird evil thing. And that's again the point. So again, we can conclude that I think this makes sense, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thank you for watching.